we have Australia's largest range of tyre brands and sizes. Find a cheaper identical tyre locally stocked and we'll beat it. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
Welcome to round 23 NPL action here at CB Smith Reserve. Pascoe Vale hosting South Melbourne on a windy and freezing cold Melbourne night, John Carra. Going to be very tough for these players here.
It certainly will, David. It's going to be a very difficult game as well. Pascoe Vale are in the top 6 and they're playing some good football. And South with a big schedule coming up this week. Of course, on Wednesday we go up to the Gold Coast and play the Palm Beach Sharks in the FFA Cup. And then we have to back that up next Sunday against Oakley in the Doherty Cup final. Let's see how the boys go tonight.
Throw in taken quickly on the side by Halliday. Skipper Joey Youssef, former South player of course, tries to get something moving, switching to the far side. Now things opening up. Pascoe Vale looking to make the first real chance of the game, and that shot flying far too high to threaten the goals. Bafano, cross going in, looking for Lujic. His header deflecting well wide, but it opens up for Sturton on the follow-up. Sturton playing Barkadash, getting a run in the starting lineup in place of Jawadi. Sturton's cross. There's Epifano, flicks it up. Matthew Theodore on the left foot. Matthew Theodore likes that position, scores often from those areas, but not that time, flying well wide. Corner, look at the wind there on the corner flag, John, absolutely ripping across there, and that one going in and off the top of the crossbar. And that vicious wind I was just talking about nearly creating the first goal of the game.
Yeah, that wind nearly assisting Pascoe Vale from opening the scoring direct from a corner. Kombutsianis-like from all those years ago, David. Look at that, the ball just swerves past Nikola Raganovic, hits the top of the crossbar, but goes out for a goal kick.
Chance to build something from the back for Pascoe Vale, and using that wind wisely. A chance on the wide side there, Lazaridis. Wins it again there, Lazaridis to Joseph Youssef. Joseph Youssef with the shot, trying to get the dip from outside the area, but the wind perhaps too much for him there to make a threatening shot. Youssef plays Van Skip. Van Skip goes backwards, but might get it back from Halliday on the left-hand side. Halliday instead, going inside to Van Skip. Van Skip keeps his feet, looking for options. Joseph Youssef gets it eventually. Now back, goes on the left foot, but straight at Raganovic and along the ground. Easy for the big man to collect in the end there. Corner whipped in there by Pascoe Vale. They're going against the wind this time, although chance at the back post. Plays in towards Santilli and cleared away by South Melbourne. I think it was Nukic with the original header there, John, and that probably should have been a goal.
Yeah, you're right, David. Nukic at the back post comes in unmarked and plays that across for Santilli, but it just fails to connect to it properly, and eventually South clear the danger. Great opportunity there for Pascoe Vale.
Marla goes short to Epifano, and he can't find anyone, and suddenly it's a wave of Pascoe Vale players pushing forward. Options in front here, the shot going in low and left, but too far left that time by Ferrante. Barkadash lining up the free kick, the wind playing a bit of havoc on him, and Milos Lujic having a bit of trouble with his marker at the moment. Bit of push and shove going on there, and oh, he's gone down there, Milos Lujic, and pushed a second time there by Ferrante. I think he was pushing originally with Megic's man there, and that's caused a bit of a scuffle at the top of the box here. Referee in to try and shut things down quickly. What do you make of this, John?
Well, Dave, we'll have to have a look at that on the replay. Certainly a lot of push and shove going on, and I think it's the same two players that got involved in a bit of a scuffle in the first game at Lakeside Stadium. You see Megic there with the open hand on Lujic, who goes down right in front of the referee as well. No cards issued though.
Corner, and another opportunity for Pascoe Vale, low and flat. Raganovic commits, the header clear from Barkadash, and the shot from Van Skip cleared off the line by Barkadash, and that was very, very close there from Pascoe Vale.
Well, as you said, David, Raganovic committing there to that corner, can't grasp the ball properly. Doesn't matter though, because Norton clears just to the edge of the box, and the fierce shot there from Van Skip, which is cleared off the line by Barkadash, and South again get away with it.
Trying to make something from the throw, taken quickly by Epifano. Now Theodore back for Epifano. Epifano turns his man nicely, gets right to the line, plays it in looking for Sturton, and that was close to the first goal there by South. It took a little bit of a deflection after the shot, nearly opening them up there.
Yeah, South's best opportunity for the game, David. Epifano with some nice work down this near side, cuts it back there for David Sturton. A bit of a difficult chance, but unfortunately for South, Halliday stuck the boot out and deflected it out for a corner. We'll see from behind the goals. Good lead-up play from Epifano, cuts it back to Sturton. And unfortunately, Halliday just getting the foot in the way, and the ball loops up, and now for a corner kick.
Well, first substitution of the night by Chris Taylor. Lee Monopoulos comes on. Off goes David Sturton for a spell. Standing over the ball is Ferrante, experienced campaigner, plays it in low, looking for an option. Ball bobbles around, Yusuf attacks it, eventually cleared away finally there by South. A goalmouth scramble, and another chance goes begging for Pascoe Vale.
Joey Yusuf there, David, as you called it, trying to backheel the ball in from Ferrante's low cross. You see there, he goes for the backheel. Timmy Marler getting in the way of it. A little bit of a scuffle, and eventually again, South's defence clear the ball.
Norton's header floats up in that breeze and pushes a lot wider than Monopoulos thought it might have, and it'll come back to Pascoe Vale. They've had the better of the last 10 minutes or so. No foul there. Play on called. Yusuf opens it up nicely for Van Skip. And Davey Van Skip put that one wide of the right-hand post. He really should have done better with that. It should be 1-0 Pascoe Vale, John.
Well, advantage paid, David, as you said. Referee allowing play to go on, and the ball is set up really nicely here for Van Skip. Really should have opened the scoring, David. It's a lot of goal to aim out there, and he puts it well wide of the target.
Now, second substitution, Matthew Theodore makes his way to the bench. On comes Iki Jawadi, fresh from his training camp with the Afghanistan national side. Back into the middle. Hatzikostas for Barkadash. Now wide for Epifano. Wants that right foot. Gets it eventually. Turns back onto the left. Goes across the face. And it was a nice build-up play there, but Epifano couldn't get the connection he needed. The corner played low and flat. Clearance comes initially. The wind keeps it up there for Adams. Hatzikostas commits, can't reach it. Bradley Norton overcommits that time, and Van Skip has space in front. Plays a nice ball for Joseph Yusuf. This is dangerous. He's only got Marler in front of him. Squares it up. Chance now, and a save. Well done by Raganovic. He came out quickly. It was Lazaridis with the final shot, but Raganovic outthought him there.
Fantastic counter-attack by Pascoe Vale. Brilliant ball to Yusuf from Van Skip. He passes it across unselfishly for Lazaridis, but his connection is poor, and Raganovic, who rushes out, makes the save.
Well, Barkadash, the final change of the night, making his way to the bench. On comes Andy Kachoyevic. Bit of a lull here as Pascoe Vale look for options up forward. The long ball is what's played in the end. The wind beat Luke Adams that time. Ball played out there. Chance for Van Skip on the left foot. And Van Skip has missed another opportunity. Pascoe Vale must be wondering what they have to do to score here, John.
Yes, again, David, it's a Van Skip after Santilli plays him through with a nice ball. Again, Raganovic charges out of his box, puts the striker under a little bit of pressure, and in the end he rushes his shot over the bar.
Ball played to the top of the box. Dangerous here. There's a lot of Pascoe Vale bodies, but taken away eventually by Jawadi in South Melbourne. Can they get something going on the counter-attack? They've lacked a bit of finesse tonight, the South boys. They know how to find goals late in games. Let's see if there's something forthcoming here. Epifano keeps it alive. Kachoyevic battles physically nicely there. Plays it out wide. Timmy Marler looks up, and Timmy Marler's cross. It's dipping late, and it's dipping over the bar, and I think he might have mishit that one. Clearance goes long up the middle. Eager brings it down, goes round his man. Eager goes out wide looking for Epifano. The flag is up, unfortunately. And the referee says that'll do for tonight. A disappointing match here for South Melbourne. 0-0 the final score. In truth, though, John, it could have been a lot worse. Pascoe Vale probably had the better of it. Not our best performance.
Not a good performance, David, and credit to Pascoe Vale. They had a good game. Unfortunately for them, they just couldn't convert their chances. But with big games coming up midweek up in the Gold Coast and also on Sunday against the Oakley Cannons, I'm sure the boys will bounce back with better performances.
This week's Fix Hellas Beer Man of the Match award goes to a player who kept a clean sheet despite the tough conditions. Well done, Nikola Raganovic. Got Bradley Norton here with me, and Brad, it was an Arctic chill out there tonight, and I don't know, for whatever reason, it just didn't seem to happen for the boys. We didn't give our best performance tonight.
Yeah, look, you know, the conditions were for both teams, so we can't really complain too much about that. But, you know, we went at our best tonight, as you said. But, you know, credit to us, we kept a clean sheet, which is a positive thing that we haven't done over the past few weeks, so that was good. But, you know, unfortunately, it was a stalemate in the end, and we got to put up with it, and we got to get back on the track and get ready for Wednesday.
Obviously, a lot going on for the playing group and the coaching staff at the moment. Is it fair to say that perhaps with the Doherty Cup final in a week and a trip to Palm Beach for the FFA Cup in a few days, are the boys just a little bit mentally overloaded at the moment, maybe?
Yeah, look, I mean, there is a few things coming up that obviously everyone's excited about, but, you know, we take it one game at a time, as the old cliche goes, and, you know, we're looking forward to playing here against Pascoe Vale. You know, they've been doing really well, especially the last few weeks. So we knew it wasn't going to be easy for us. You know, the boys, that we fought hard, but in the end, you know, we didn't get that goal that we wanted. But, you know, we'll take a lot away from it, and we'll go again for Wednesday.
Yeah, look, we also wanted to come here and win, and unfortunately conditions and our lack of quality, probably in the front third, unfortunately didn't pay off today. We didn't get the goal that we wanted. We did keep a clean sheet, which was a good thing to take away. We haven't kept a clean sheet in, I think, a few weeks now. So, look, we spoke about it at half-time. Don't expect things don't just pop up for you. You know, I think it wasn't from lack of endeavour. Guys definitely wanted to create chances and wanted to get that goal. But unfortunately, you know, Pascoe probably defended quite well in the end, and conditions made it tough for the ball to settle down.
Chris, fair to say, difficult conditions for the guys to play in tonight, and in the end, a 0-0 result. Disappointing in one sense, I suppose, but on the other hand, could have gone the other way too. Yeah,
I was certainly a bit disappointed with the second half. I thought they were much the better side in the second half and probably should have won it. Yeah, very difficult conditions. The wind made it horrendous out there, and yeah, it's quite bouncy as well. But we never really adapted to the conditions very well. I thought we had a couple of decent chances first half, but second half, yeah, it was just a poor day at the office, really.
Iki Jawadi obviously had his trip to Germany last week with the Afghan national training squad. Obviously, he was brought on later in the piece. Is he fully fit and ready to go for the next couple of games? Yeah,
I mean, the only reason Iki was left out today, I think he arrived back about 12:30 in the country. So normally I wouldn't even put someone on the bench, but Iki's kind of freakish that way. You know he's going to give you the best, and just a case of seeing if he weren't jet lagged and try and use him in some capacity, which I thought when he came on it kind of livened things up again.
Obviously, we've got a huge week coming up. Disappointing night tonight, disappointing performance. But Wednesday night, Palm Beach, and then, of course, Sunday, the Doherty Cup final. So it's still a massive week for the club coming up. How are you going in the preparation for that, given you've got to turn around from this game and come up for two big ones?
Well, look, I mean, we obviously know what we're ahead for. You know, 8 days, we've got 3 competitions, keep alive in all competitions and win a trophy. But it's difficult. Every side that comes up against us wants to beat us. We've just got to adapt to it. We've had difficult conditions in that we've trained on several different grounds over the last week or so. So we've just got to face up to what we've got. The trip to the Gold Coast will be good for the boys, but you know that we've got the whole club's expectations riding on that. So we really need to go out and perform a lot better than we did tonight.